accept who you have become, where you're from. All things said, all things gone. Relax your judging mind. Let what's been just be. There's no reset, no rewind. Embrace who we could be. The future you, the future me. Disconnect from every algorithm, every perverse incentive that tracks you down. Let's rebel against the replicators, against the dying of the light. Kill the cause that feed the hate. Keep the cause that makes us thrive. Celebrate the fact that we're alive.
Recorded live in Philadelphia, it's José Gonzalez with Against the Dying of the Light. And it's the title track to his 5th studio album, which is available now. Our old friend, José Gonzalez, is our guest today. I'm Kallao. This is World Cafe. Welcome back. So good to talk to you.
Thank you. Happy to be back here. It's great.
How's life treating you? How are things?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just arrived to the States and I did first show yesterday. So trying out lots of new songs and the audience was amazing. So I had a good start.
That's a good start to the first show. And we just heard the title track to the new album and famously a line from the Dylan Thomas poem, "Do not go gentle into that good night." Mm-hmm. Can you tell me why you were thinking about that poem, why you wanted that to be the title of the song and ultimately title of the album?
Well, I was writing that song and I sort of stumbled upon that sentence midway and recognized it while I was writing it and felt like I don't care where it comes from, it just fits very well here. And later, of course, I checked up the poem and I recognized the rage against the dying of the light. So don't go gentle into that good night. And thinking about how you shouldn't just accept death, you should try to to fight it. And the song, my song is I'm thinking about humanity and how we should try to avoid extinction. So very dramatic. And it felt right to have that sentence there. And it also fit the album as a whole. Because it's not only the topic of humanity and the risks, catastrophic or existential risks, but also about enlightenment values and how I try to be someone who pushes for humanism, for reason and science, and for progress in the sort of Steven Pinker type of way, where I feel like we've done a lot of things that led us here that are amazing and great. We should ask what we are doing good, and if you see some backlashes, that's the part where I feel like we should fight against those backlashes.
Yeah, well, we are at a very interesting moment in time, so much so that when you were talking about this album, you almost said, I hope these songs age badly. Yeah. Can you tell us why that was the case?
Yeah, I mean, I think on one end, the sort of enlightenment values part, I'm guessing that things will continue to go well in a sort of like jagged way.
It's not line goes straight up.
Not always upwards, but sometimes downwards. Mm-hmm. But that's probably going to be okay in the long run, I am hoping. Mm-hmm. But the more specific thing that I was thinking about was AI and sort of what do you call it? Uncontrollable superintelligence that might lead to humans becoming obsolete. And so in my mind, I'm guessing that we might solve this next couple of years, and then this song and this album will age badly because I was one of the Luddites.
We've had a lot of artists in the last year sit in this chair and we talk about the concept of AI, but it is a very specific niche of AI, which is the LLMs and the generative AI. But I want to be clear. You're talking about AI as the existential, not the 5% so many people are currently fixated on. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's different. I'm not an AI expert, but I think it's good to distinguish between narrow AI, the type of AI that drives you around, that soon, in the type of AI that solves 3D structures of proteins. There's so narrow AI, tool AI is another word, but then there's the AGI, the race towards AGI. An intelligence that is general, that may be agentic also, that can do lots of stuff. And so the CEOs themselves are saying like we should maybe have some sort of like get together or regulation before we do the self-improvement, like letting AI build the next AIs, and then maybe you have a runaway sort of intelligence that might not have us in mind.
Taking a step back, can you talk about maybe some of the musical decisions that you made for this record?
Yeah, I mean, I had the 20th anniversary of the first album, and I did some shows with that one, and felt right to go back to basics, rehearse with just one guitar, and see how far it got me. And I made almost the whole album in that way, just one guitar and vocals. And it feels like that's my core style. So no drum machines on this one, but I did sort of switch from just one vocal to more vocals and lots of vocals. So I put my producer's hat after a while and try to see how the album can become more interesting. So I have lots of harmonies and a couple of songs.
Not just on your vocals though, right? Like in terms of using the guitar, you layer the guitar. Is that the right way to describe it?
Yeah, the For Every Dusk is one of the songs where I was struggling with the guitar playing, and it felt this sounds pretty good. But then I just tried two takes at the same time and panned them out, and all of a sudden it sounded more like a conversation between two guitars around a campfire. So yeah, it's. By the end of the recording phase, I usually sort of allow myself to do other stuff.
If you're just joining us on World Cafe, José Gonzalez is my guest. We're talking about his new album, Against the Dying of the Light. In the arc of the album, how does the song Losing Game fit in?
Yeah, it fits in musically as one of the Western African-styled riff songs. So I've been doing that since my second album, that I've been inspired by music from Mali especially, and this is one of those. And then on the album we're using a lot of delays and echoes inspired by dub music, and it's been part of the live show to do that. And then thematically it's a song where I'm thinking, if you think about the chimpanzees, they were in the forest, and then all of a sudden they're in cages, and we're the sort of the smart ape that put them in cages. And I'm sort of fast forwarding where AI is like the most intelligent entity, and we're the ones in cages. So I'm thinking, so Losing Game, it's about the tragedy of the commons dilemma, where you might have everyone is doing stuff that seems right to them, but all of a sudden we're not seeing the big picture, and we're basically building our own cages. So that's the theme of that song. Yeah,
we would love to hear it.
Yeah,
it's José Gonzalez here on World Cafe.
a wrong turn. Where did we go wrong? Thought we were the ones in control. Not even close. When did we get distracted? When did we lose our grip? When did we turn on each other? Thought we had everything under control. No, not even close. Sick. I was stuck in a looseness. Sick. I was stuck in a losing game. Step back and see how we are all stuck in a looseness. Step back and see how we are all stuck in a losing game. Sick. Staircase hums beneath the rain. It's wood and bones, remember pain. The mirrors breathe with eyes of stone. It point to roads with none unknown. The fields recall our softer names. Their breath still carries amber flames. We hear the fruit begin to sing, a quiet and solemn name. The present cracks a sudden glow from seeds asleep beneath the snow. Silhouettes will rise, the veil will fall, and show the light surrounding all. Fear turns the glass inside the stream. The brighter fire was always within the dream. The dawn hasn't changed. 1,000 lights dissolves the gray as we cognify everything. We're still primates, we can't help but sing. As if you, dark shadows fall. 1,000 suns ignite the walls. as we conify everything. We're so conscious souls, we can't help pretend. Can't help pretend. Can't help pretend. Can't help pretend.
Recorded live in Philly, it's Jose Gonzalez with Joy. Can't Help But Sing here on World Cafe. It's a song from his new album, Against the Dying of the Light. You had a co-writer on that song, sort of. Tell me about him.
Yeah. So I've always had difficulties writing lyrics. I'm a slow writer. And jokingly, I said in my first documentary that it would be nice to have a writer just like Elton John had his lyric writer, I meant. So I've been trying out different AI models, and they were crap until they weren't. And I got really surprised. So the way that I was working was to have my demo. I had my melody. I knew how many syllables I wanted approximately. I knew where the rhymes should be, and I started trying the different AI systems, and all of a sudden it was able to not only rhyme at the right place, have the right amount of syllables, but also make pretty good poetry. And in my opinion, and all of a sudden I could use that. So I prompted maybe 20 versions, did some editing, wrote my own sentences, of course. I wouldn't allow myself to only use the AI, but yeah. So it's a collaboration, the first sort of text collaboration that I've tried, and it felt right for the theme of the album to have that sort of a song where I'm sort of collaborating in a way that's trying to have some sort of like reconciliation with the future that seems to be coming.
Do you think you'll use it again?
Yeah, but so in this case I wanted to have because I have this doomy side of the album, and I wanted to quickly calibrate to something in between doomy and so doomy Luddite versus naive techno optimist. Yeah, and that's why I felt like it was important to use it a bit more like an experiment than. But I probably use it again. But I think in my case I'm gonna be very upfront with my audience when I use it or I don't. Yeah. Because I think that's the part where many people get angry. Like they hear a song and then like, but this wasn't a human sing.
Here's I think the sort of bigger question from my seat, because of the number of musicians who sat across from me and said it's a deal breaker, it's a non-negotiable. They're pretty hard line to it. What do you say to those artists who have taken that absolutely, I don't want it in my music, I don't even want to think about it? Is it worth trying to talk to those people?
Yeah, it depends what you want to talk about. I think just writing music, doing culture without any choosing the tools that you want to use. That's what I do. I stick to my nylon string guitar. I'm not going to touch an electric guitar when I'm writing for my solo stuff. So no, what I want to do is with this album is to reach out and with the sort of there are different levels of concern, and you have the one with lots of job loss and might lead to social unrest, but above that you have the extinction risk, and on that ladder of different risks, the theme of being concerned with music, AI making music, or having artists using AI in their art, I think that comes pretty further down on the concern list. I'm not going to dismiss people that are sort of angry, but I want to calibrate their views.
You're listening to World Cafe. Jose Gonzalez is my guest. Against the Dying of the Light is his new album. And this is the song that opens the record. We're going to close with the song that opens the record. Is a little cyclical thinking here. Like this sort of is introduces the major themes of the album. Can you tell me, was this the first song you started writing for this record?
It wasn't the first one, but it was one of the first ones. And pretty quickly I felt like, okay, this riff is fat.
Oh, it's so good. It's like a perfect way to start it.
So yeah, it set the tone for the album. Being a bit of a contrast, it's similar to the last album, but it sets a contrast in a good way.
Beautiful. We would love to hear it. It's José Gonzalez here on World Cafe.
Forces from the sidelines, pushing for a race against time, tempting us to deplete, only to face a certain defeat. Hey, now it's not random if we're the ones to cause a storm. It's a numbers game, ignoring all the combined tail and risks. Gambling with our common fame to quench the thirst of a few. No time for the masses to be informed, to have a say. Gotta win the race, just win the race, a race to lose control. Intentions don't matter much as the dominoes start to fall.